Hello my dear valuable friends and welcome back to this channel. I'm Tetevik and today we're going to discuss what to do when you have found out that somebody cheated on you. I know it's not an easy subject, but let's go through this together. I'm here to help you. I'm here always if you need me, and I can always do one-to-one consultations with you as well. I've also created a program, a specific course that helps people who have been cheated on. And it doesn't matter if you want to do intensive course, it's just 5 days, or you want to do a more calmer version of the course, it's 5 weeks with a little breaks in between to fully heal. These courses are generated for you. The reason I generated these courses and also the reasons that I'm making these videos is because I have seen people in pain. And I have seen people when they are hurting so much that they cannot go to work, they cannot eat, they don't want to go out anymore, and they don't want anything from life. And the reason of this pain is somebody that hurted them, somebody that cheated on them. But I want to tell you the good news that it's all right, that happens, but you need to let go. And the good news is that you have the power to get through this. And of course, cheating for some people is like 1 second solution. They understand that people are different. They understand the cheater is doing this not because they are bad, and they leave it simply. But those kind of people are very, very rare. This is a person with a very healthy mental attitude. This person is very enlightened and very developed. But it is very rare that we love somebody, we're in a relationship with somebody, and they cheat on us, and we just can say, okay, well, it was nice to meet you, was very great time with you, and now, well, you cheated on me, that's goodbye. We cannot really do that because we have so many memories with this person. We have something so big connected with this person. We might love that person. That's why it is all right for you to be sad. But I wanted to tell you that please make a deadline for this sadness. Make the sadness to be with the deadline, because it will help you to understand that you don't need to suffer forever. In today's video, we are going to understand a very practical ways what to do exactly when you know that you have been cheated on. If you are the cheater, then of course watch my other videos as well. I have created different videos about what is cheating, why do people cheat, what can you do with cheaters, what to do and to not cheat, you know, what's the main reason why people cheat. That will help you also to understand your situation. But now we're going to talk about what to do when somebody cheated on you. We are also going to understand what is the good news in this situation, because there is good in everything. Trust me, there is good in everything. And also we will speak the reasons why to not take the cheater back. A lot of people love, you know, their spouse. It could be people in relationships. A lot of people love their boyfriend and girlfriend. They could be just dating. And a lot of people can love the person that they live with 10-15 years and suddenly they've been cheated on. Cheating doesn't only happen in a very long-term relationships that are marriages for 20 years. Cheating can happen after 2-3 months you have been living with somebody, can be happening after 3 weeks you have been just seeing somebody. Cheating is quite universal. So we need to understand that also cheating is part of life. It is up to us to accept that or not. And of course, cheating as a lie, as something, you know, blameful, as something unkind, disrespectful, it's also a big energy. It's a spirit that comes into the relationship and ruins the relationships. It's like a robbery, you know, somebody goes into the bank and takes all your money and suddenly everything is gone. Cheating can be painful, but we human beings are incredibly powerful. We have so much hidden potential in us. We have so much energy to go through everything. Even when you're tired, you can gather yourself up and say, I'm not tired, I'm full of energy, I can do this. Even when you cannot find out things, you can find the way to find them out in a different way, you know, to knock all the doors, to knock all the windows, knock all the garage doors, but get the information you need, get the sources you need. When something is not working out, you can find the energy in you to find these things out. So let's dive in. Number one, what to do with cheater. I'll tell you, the best thing is to have a decent, genuine, one-to-one conversation. It means the person who is involved in cheating, the third person, is not involved in this conversation. It is just between you and the person you love or the person you were dating. Sometimes cheating happens before you even get to love somebody. That's that can happen too. So the conversation needs to be only between you two. And why am I saying this point? You will tell, but that's normal. You will be surprised how many people get their relatives, family, friends, and Skypes and WhatsApps involved while they are actually discussing this matter with a cheater. The best way, of course, it's very hard. You might be crying, you might be very emotional, you might be very upset, you might be, moving a lot, you might be raising your voice, but have that all one-to-one. Don't put anybody else. It's very private, it's very sensitive, it happens only between two people. The conversation must happen. The reason why a lot of people cannot deal with stress situations, a reason why a lot of people cannot get through divorces, through the separations, through the breakups is because they do not talk. And I'm not telling about 1 year conversations, seeing each other, for the coffee or dinners. No, but that one conversation, when you sit down for 1 hour, 40 minutes, it could be 2 hours. If you need 4 hours, it is up to you. It is your life. You decide how much time you want to invest. But it's a conversation between you two. When you find out what bothers you, when you ask the questions that are triggering your emotional pain, when you pour out your heart and you say, you hurted me, that is not nice. I'm very upset. I'm sad. I can't believe you did to me this. You can tell these things, because if you're holding them inside of you, that can hurt you immensely. People can develop depression and anxiety if they do not show their emotions. We are emotional creatures. We are supposed to be emotional. Emotional, I don't mean crying with no purpose, or screaming at people with no, agenda. Emotional means when something is happening to you, don't hide them. Don't burden them. Don't make them don't suffocate their own emotions. But if you're upset and that person is a person and you love, or he or she loves you, then you have rights to tell, you have upsetted me a lot, this is very painful. You don't know how I feel, but I want to tell you that, it makes me feel so bad. It makes me feel unwanted, unloved, and so on. You can choose your own words. You can just calmly sit down and talk. Very often we don't realize that we can calmly say that I'm so upset with you. You don't even imagine how disappointed I'm in this situation. I don't think I can trust you anymore. You can say things like that. You can say very strict things. I don't wish to see you again. Not because I hate you or something like that, but because this is unacceptable for me. I believe in a beautiful love. I believe in a pure love. I believe in love, in the right sentence of love. You are not giving me love. That's why you don't have opportunity to be with me anymore. And you don't need to shout, you don't need to cry and scream and say, you don't deserve me, how could you do this to me, and then curse, and and throw at them something. Just be able to show your emotions. And to be honest, if you need to cry, you can cry too, but with the purpose. Don't just cry 5 hours and don't say anything. If you're crying, you can still say, you see, you make me cry, I'm crying because I'm upset. Describe your emotions as much as you can. And the reason I'm telling you this comes from the psychology. If you go to the psychologist's office, they will tell you, tell me how you feel. This is their question. Tell me how you feel. How does this make you feel? When this situation happened, how did that make you feel? You need to explain these feelings. You need to describe these feelings to that person, because while you're talking loudly, you are describing these feelings to yourself. And when you're describing them, you start understanding that this is not for me. This hurts. I don't want this. I want something else, and I deserve much better. So definitely speak out, discuss. And in here, I just want to tell you, don't blame yourself. This is the number one in cheating. People blame themselves. I should have gone home quicker. I should have not worked too much. I should have paid attention. I should have been intimate when they wanted. I should have been done by, this time and be back to home. I should not miss dinners. I should be taking her out, or I should answer to his calls. I should go on a game with him or with her. It's blame. I will tell you, don't blame yourself. So number one, have the conversation, speak out, tell everything you want to tell. And number two, don't blame yourself. No matter what happens, no matter how things went through, every time when you blame yourself, you are not making situation better. It's actually opposite. Now you have two people who are guilty. One person is guilty because he or she's cheating on you, and the second person is you, who is guilty that, oh, it's not good enough. I was not good enough. I didn't do things enough. So now we have two people and they're both guilty, and we have no solution, because guilt always seeks punishment, and punishment always brings pain. That's why blaming you or another person will never solve anything. Opposite. What you can do is forgive. You can look at the person and say, it's very hard for me. I don't know why you did this. You can know the reasons, self-esteem, issues with the revenge, they want to punish, or they think they don't deserve, or it's their part of the character. You can know these little reasons, but you cannot know the fundamental reason, because even sometimes cheaters don't know what they did, why they did it. So you can tell, I don't know why you did that. It hurts, and I don't wish this again in my life. These things we are afraid to say because we think, oh, but maybe I should have done differently. Maybe I should be quiet. Maybe I should punish them by not responding, by not being hurt, by going out and finding somebody else, making them jealous, cheating on them. But this is a cycle of unhealthy, dysfunctional, and very, very sad relationships. You need to understand that relationships is something very beautiful. And when you are blaming yourself or another, that can never lead to anything beautiful. That can only make it all ugly. You see, if you take scissors and you cut the paper, you cannot really restore it. Yes, you can take a sellotape and you can sellotape the pages, little bits and pieces, but that will be ruined for good. I want to tell you that blame always, always is going to lead to the dysfunctional relationship. Blame is always going to make you more upset. Blame is always going to put your mood down, no matter what happens. And blame will never allow you to grow in love. Blame never allows you to develop yourself. And the growth will never follow. So now we have realized that when something like that happens to us, cheating, or if even it's not cheating, it could be cheating, not in a physical way. Cheating could be also when somebody promises you, a large sum to help you to buy a house and they don't give you. That's cheating too. They cheated. They promised and they didn't keep the promise. Maybe it's a relative of yours, or it's your parent promising, I will give you this part, and they're not giving you that money. Cheating can be even done by yourself, when you are constantly promising yourself that you will go to that store, you will buy that beautiful dress or that beautiful shirt or that perfume that you want, and you're constantly cheating on yourself, not using that money for that purpose and using that money for something else, and constantly saying, no, I don't have it, or I will have later, I will do it, but you're never doing it. Very often we cheat on ourselves. So it's not only cheating, intimate cheating, but cheating can be very, very global. Now let's go back and touch the third and the final subject in here. You need to understand that there is a good news, and why you don't need to take a cheater back is because you are love. And because you are love, you deserve true love. Because you deserve true love, you need to stay away from false, anything that is a lie, anything that is not pure, anything that is not good for you. Cheating is always going to be bad for you. No matter how you like the person, you might even love that person. It could be the father of your children, it could be the mother of your kids, doesn't matter. But it will never lead to anything. My main responsibility in these videos, and I have created several videos about cheating because so many people are struggling and writing to me, can you do more? Can you put more information? I'm longing for more. And of course I say, yes, of course I will do. And my main reason is to point to you this responsibility that you have on yourself, to understand why you can't take a cheater back, because that's not how life's supposed to be. That is not how your life's supposed to be. Because your love, you deserve love. And I want to point a few last things in here, that you need to always give yourself love. You need to always give yourself respect, and find somebody who loves and respects you back and treats you as a highest value. So now let's summarize. Number one, we discussed that what to do when you find out that somebody's cheating on you. Have a conversation with them. Forgive, but leave. Number two, don't blame yourself, don't blame them, but let things go. And number three, why to not take cheater back? Because life is full and abundant of love, and you are love, and you deserve love. I really hope this helped you and make your life a little bit easier. And I wish you to have a lovely day. Enjoy today more and smile a lot.